page on Facebook.
Oh, there we are.
All right, squirrel friends. So when you see us,
for people who don't know how to spell.
so we're going to share it. I am shared.
Come on.
So, for everyone just tuning in, you are on a very special episode of You Asked For It on Jess FM. You can catch us on www.facebook.com/JessFM, as well as www.jessfm.ca. And tonight, you're not your regular You Asked For It hosts, Austin and Levi. We have Chrissy Cox and Salem, and we're here with our little gal pals. We have Vivian Bouton, Sally Adams, and Carissa Jane.
We are so excited that Levi and Austin let us take over the show. They've been talking about us for about a year now, so you asked for it. You get to see us in drag finally. So it's kind of a special occasion. Tonight we did a photo shoot for Club Didi, so we invited some of our best girlfriends over.
A little family photo.
Yes. So Sunday is not normally our time, so we'll go back to our Monday air times next week, but this is special.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us here today.
This is so exciting.
It is so exciting.
Do you know what the bad thing is, though? Is that this is radio, so only our Facebook viewers and YouTube watchers get to see our video.
But if you are listening to us, you can check us out on Facebook Live and YouTube.
Yeah, because you can see all this glamour. I know that we're all like want little camera hugs here, and we all want to like go up there and steal that camera.
We had to do a standing show today because we wanted to show off all these outfits.
Tonight's photo shoot, we all were asked to dress in red, blue, silver, or gold.
Yes.
And I thought, what a strange color combo.
Yeah, it worked.
Red and the blues actually went together. It was working.
Yeah, I guess
It
it's
worked
kind of
so well.
festive.
I was feeling like it would
Very
look American.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was scared.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was supposed to be
Did you get shared?
festive.
No, I don't know if it was supposed to be
Like,
festive.
it wasn't supposed to be Christmas. I asked them, and they said it was just, I think it's for their calendar, like their family yearly
It is.
calendar,
Right.
so.
Or poster.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they're doing the calendar this year.
Yeah, I don't know if it did well or not.
I hope they do.
We're up
Wow.
here at the Jess FM studio right next to Club Didi, and that's who we were all doing the calendar shoot for today because we were all a family.
Yes.
Sisters.
So I said, only drag queens and Carissa allowed on the show today. And I thought that was a good way to start it. Because we don't really have an exact format today, we're gonna talk all things drag and things that are happening that are queer in
Yes.
Lethbridge.
Yeah.
So I want to start with I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Can we do this?
Let's do it.
So I don't know if you two know, but Chrissy and Salem are dating. So
Oh, that's horrible.
yeah, so Chrissy and Salem are girlfriends, and I was just curious, are Sally and Vivian girlfriends?
No.
No, we've never discussed that. And I don't think so. No, we're single, independent women.
Wow, that's cool.
We're strong.
Yeah.
So our boy personas are dating, but our girl personas are also dating.
Yeah. So
Well, I'm a woman, so I don't know.
Biological female.
With a glitter beard.
So everyone has watched the RuPaul's Drag Race Christmas whole sleigh
I
special. Except for you,
I haven't
Carissa.
watched it yet. I've heard bad things.
Can we give you some spoilers? Are you all right
yes,
with it?
it's fine.
okay, so you can download the RuPaul special on iTunes, and we're
You
gonna.
can also watch it on Out TV
Yes.
Go, which
Yeah,
is
it's
like a
great.
fun little app that I just realized
It's
you can
amazing.
do. Yeah,
It's so
so
good.
I got my monthly subscription. It's gay Netflix, basically.
Yeah.
And it's way cheaper because it's only like $39 a year.
But it's also, it airs like 20 minutes after it starts, whereas iTunes can sometimes be a whole day.
Yeah, not until like 2 in the morning
Yeah.
sometimes too. So that's really cool.
Yeah, and it's
So-
what, $3 a month?
$3.99 or
Yeah.
something like that.
It's
Gay
worth it.
Netflix. Check it out. Out
Yes.
TV Go.
I know RuPaul is a big fan of Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah,
a fan of Pee Wee
sure.
Herman. And Pee Wee Herman is one of my very favorite Christmas specials to watch. So I thought it was really fun that RuPaul did his own Christmas special, and I felt like it was maybe a little bit of a throwback to that with some of the comedy thrown in.
Yeah, it was very
Some-
cheesy Christmas.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some of it was accidental comedy, I'm sure.
Like that rap on Jasmine Masters' head the whole episode.
Oh my God.
That was a comedy.
Yeah, if that would have been a
was
challenge, like a whole season, it would be fine to do that in
yes.
one look. But
Yeah.
when you only have one episode and you're going to put a bag over your face, it's not a good look.
Yeah, and people already don't like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so we'll see what she does in All-Star
Stars,
4
yeah.
to pull my opinion out of the gutter of her right now, because that was a choice.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it wasn't a good
Choices.
one. Sorry, honey.
One of the definite highlights of the show was seeing RuPaul lip sync, because we always just see RuPaul
Yeah.
behind the chair.
Yes.
So, and RuPaul, like, showed
was
skin.
so good.
Like,
It
leg
was
up
so
to
good.
the-
Like
was
slid
so
up
good.
to her
Yeah.
puss.
Yes.
It was awesome.
No stunt double
No.
used at all.
Yeah.
Making it
It was
right.
like turn around, you couldn't see her face. Like booty bounce or whatever.
She did an Aja box jump.
Yeah.
Suicide drop off the box. So I know our show is You Asked For It, and we do a lot of drag talk on our show, but we are going to talk about some, so that's kind of it for RuPaul's Drag Christmas.
Yeah.
Anything special else?
No, there's nothing else.
If you're bored at home with your family, I would highly recommend watching it. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
There was a new dancer I really liked, the guy with the curly hair.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But he had way too
yes.
much camera time.
Just
Come on,
enough.
I agree. He got a lot of camera time.
Yeah, I liked him too.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
it's all in the editing.
So
Blame it on the edit.
we are all performers. We obviously do drag performing. I know.
I don't do drag. What are you talking about?
I agree.
We know Austin sings live, and Carissa is also a performer. But tell us what you do, Carissa.
So I'm a burlesque performer. A lot of people don't really know what burlesque is. I actually had this conversation with my cab driver earlier today. But burlesque is kind of like a sexy dance art form. There's not very much clothing involved. And I'm just really lucky to be able to be part of the community in Lethbridge and be so welcomed by Club Dee and my drag family.
Yeah.
Because there aren't a lot of other places in the city to do what I do. So I'm just lucky to have other performers who accept me and we like performing together.
I love that you add variety to our drag shows, because we're actually giving something for everyone. So they get to
Some for the straight guys.
Your eye candy for the lesies.
I always forget about
Eye
those.
candy for the straight. Yeah, your eye candy for everyone. But it's just so much fun to have diversity in our shows.
It's really cool that like burlesque and drag in a lot of cities go hand in hand together in shows. And I think that both are kind of a controversial performance art
Right.
Yep.
that they just complement each other very well.
And you can kind of like support each other in a way, like find some sort of camaraderie together, because you are like, I don't know, a sub culture almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a individual community, and it's nice that we can all share it together.
Yeah.
I do find it, not all drag is sexualized, but a lot of it is sexualized. It's, we're not trying to look necessarily like natural women. We're trying to be an exaggeration of women, and I think we're hyper-feminizing things, and burlesque is like hyper-feminizing, because not that many women wear that many underwears nowadays.
No.
It's like majorly they're just empowering women and about female strength.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, and it's never like just a strip show. It's like the tease. It's always like what you're not showing.
Showing just enough.
Like things that we aren't showing too.
Mine shoved up my butt.
Okay, so because we've never done a show like this, and I know you can't get a close-up look, and I know you're dying to, we're gonna just let's go up to the camera in one at a time and give a little look to.
All right, so come on down, Vivian.
Come on, Vivian, let's get a good look.
We're here.
Hi, girl.
She's here. She's in a stunning blue outfit. Next we have Sally Adams.
Sally Adams, we love it. Give us some face.
Some face.
My booty is
All right, Salem.
Sailing, bring it to the runway.
Well, what is that?
Perfect.
It's Duck Walk.
Chrissy Duck Walk.
Thanks for tuning in.
She thinks there's a microphone on the camera, even though it's here on the table. Next we have Carissa.
Hey, girl. Ooh, what do we got underneath that robe? Little peekaboo.
Peekaboo.
Gross.
And that is the cast of Lethbridge's Next Drag Superstar.
Yes. So let's
We
talk
went
about.
all out. Everyone went so all out with their outfits up this shoot. Everyone looked amazing.
Yeah, they did.
And as a group, people looked stunning.
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
it was very, very well done. Jamie Vedra shot us. and
Yes.
He's
Yes.
like a little Lethbridge celebritant.
Jamie Vedras has done a lot of photography for us, and my favorite drag photos ever are from him, for sure.
Yeah.
That vanity look.
Me
It was
too.
so good.
All that. I always seem to be like wearing red around. It's a power color, I guess.
Jamie Vedras has recently moved to Calgary, so he came down to do this shoot and our wedding yesterday. So that's how that happened.
I didn't know he moved.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's so talented.
He's back for the day.
So we're going to talk a little bit about some queer happenings that are happening in Lethbridge that you want to make sure not to miss. And a new event has started up, and it is called
The
Dream House. So, Dream House.
Yeah.
Barbie's Dream House.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess we'll talk about that a little bit. So, yeah, we got together and all of us have been to like these viewings of RuPaul's Drag Race in all different cities across Canada, and they're so big and they're so popular, and it's such a beautiful community of people that comes together for this show, and we're like, we really want to bring that to Lethbridge. So we created our little collective of artists called Dream House, and its mission is to just bring more artistic and queer positive events to the city.
Yes.
To like the public
Yeah, to the
sector
public.
of the city too, which is really cool because like we have Dee Dee and it's amazing, and but like everyone goes there who knows about it, so just have it like in more secular settings.
Yeah, exactly. Bring it to the masses.
Opening some eyes a little bit.
This is kind of also the mission of Lethbridge Pride Fest this year, is not to just do 1 week of events, but we're trying to actually create more community events throughout the year and be more active in the community, make it accessible. And the casino is also one of those drag events, that queer events, that we all perform at, and we make it very accessible, so that's pretty cool. So let's talk exactly about the RuPaul viewing. That is December 14th.
Yeah, so
at 7:30.
Next Friday.
Yeah.
7:30 is when doors open, and show starts at 8. Want to give people time to like get home from work and get ready to come on down.
Unless you work till 9, like some of us.
We're going to be fashion
Get a job.
We're going to have this event at Stoketown.
Yeah, it's going to be at Stoketown, and it's all ages there too, which is really awesome. So, and they're licensed too, so you can come get a drink.
Drink on, have some coffee, have some vodka, have some coffee and vodka.
We have some drag queen special drinks, and so family affair. And
there's going to be some little teasers about maybe what's happening there. We can entice people to come.
Kirsten, you want to talk a little bit?
So this first week, we just kind of wanted to welcome everyone to the viewings, tell them a little bit about what Dream House is, and just set up an environment where people can be comfortable. I think that our actual performances will not be starting until the week after.
Okay.
But we just wanted everyone to be familiar with what is happening. We know that there's going to be, like we said, all sorts of different people there who've never really been to something like this before. So we just want to make sure everyone knows what they're getting themselves into and knows what our guidelines are and what we stand for.
I think it's going to be very successful because RuPaul's Drag Race is on Netflix now, and anyone is like getting into it now, and people who like it was never accessible for them before, or they didn't know about it, are like really getting into it. And I have like my clients, do you watch RuPaul's Drag Race? I'm like, I watch RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah, what's that?
They're just getting into it now. I'm like, I was like a little baby watching this show. So that's really cool to see so many people like recognizing it and seeing it now.
So cool.
And I think Stoketown's going to be a really cool venue for that.
Is Stoketown the permanent venue?
Yeah, so we're going to be, unless it grows and we need a space for 300 people. But no, for right now we're set up to be there for the whole season of All Stars, and then Pearly, Pussy Toes, and Molly Duker will be welcoming everybody the first night and being the MCs, and sure they'll have good commentary on the episode too.
So if you want to meet us in person, not every drag queen will be there every time, but we will be there supporting this event.
In tandem.
Yes. Tandem, actually, December 13th is Chrissy's birthday. So December 14th, I'll try not to be too hungover and too late. And actually, Vivian, you just had your birthday.
No, I didn't. Yes, I did. I'm 21. Thank you.
Happy birthday, belated, Vivian.
Thank you.
Yeah. We're December babies.
Yes, we are.
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
Sagittarian.
They think they're leaders.
The best kind of sign.
The other great event, so remember that is December 14th is Stoketown, 7:30 for the RuPaul viewing of the new season.
Get there
All-Stars.
early.
Get there.
Yeah, it is. It's getting a lot of word.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
good, but it's going to be busy.
To your mom.
Yes.
I just quickly wanted to say thank you to Glenn and everyone at Stoketown
Yes.
for
Yes,
having
yeah.
us. We're really excited about this venue, and I think
Beautiful
it's a really
venue.
good season.
Yeah.
So coming up after that, we have the Blue Ball, which is on
Yes.
December 29th at the Army and Navy downtown here in Lethbridge, and that's put on by Lethbridge Pride Fest. Hey.
I would say, Vivian, let's wear these outfits again, but we don't repeat outfits. But it's the Blue Ball. Feel free to wear your blue-inspired outfit. So, like our tagline for the dance is, I've never been so excited for a Blue Ball.
And I think we have some special performances from Aria Ivory and Francesca Dynamite.
Oh,
Nice.
good.
So you want to come down to that. That is December 29th at the Army Navy. We're going old school. This is where we used to have some of our dances for
Yes.
Lethbridge Pride Fest. So, and we did one winter dance before. It was all white. And we decided not to go with the white party. We're starting off the Blue Ball.
Yeah.
December 29th, right between Christmas and New Year's. So if you're in town visiting your family and you need to escape, come have a drink with us. Right? So,
Oh, it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
yeah.
I also just want to mention that on the 15th, it's Club Dee Dee's Christmas show.
Yes,
yes.
that's coming up this
Yeah.
Saturday.
A lot of great performances, so if you're around, make it down there as well.
Some of us are going to be in Raymond, not drinking alcohol, for a family Christmas, which we're like really excited for.
Yes.
We're a little upset that we can't make the show. So it's gonna be so fun, and I'm like
Yeah.
looking forward to seeing videos. So somebody better take Levi's role on.
Yeah, someone has to take up my role. Videographer of Lethbridge.
Who that Levi guy? Just got pussy hair.
Hey, Chrissy's the photographer tonight.
Yes, she does.
She stepped her pussy up.
She did. If they got any higher, we need a scaffold to get to it.
So Club Dee Dee is having their Christmas party again. It will sell out, and it is this Saturday. We can maybe come after.
Maybe we said that last year.
When they have their wine, what's the wine the Christmassy wine that Gianni holds?
Oh, the mole.
Mold
Wine?
So good.
Moldy wine.
I think
Mulled wine.
Catwalk Salon and Spa, our official sponsor of You Asked for It on Yes Event, will be having mulled wine this Christmas.
Very nice.
Fresh out of that tea kettle. So come down to Catwalk Salon and Spa and get some like good mulled wine too.
Okay, so
Yes.
one of our good friends is actually starting their show after us, and they've been gracious enough to start a little late so we can have a little kiki here for you. And that's Jordan's new show.
Yes.
I actually don't know what it's called, but we'll have him in at the end just to introduce it. But Jordan's been a guest on our show. You asked for it. But,
Mr. Payne.
but also, Jordan was in drag with us tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
Sophie Wright
Sophie
came.
Wright.
She saw. She conquered.
Yes.
And she
As she
has
does.
to be dragged very quickly.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
impressed.
I can never.
This takes a while to get rid of.
Mhm.
I want to ask you all drag-related questions.
Okay.
Can I do that? Okay.
Lightning round.
Or burlesque questions. Okay.
Performance-related questions.
So I have performance. So
Female impersonation, personification.
It is going to be your best and your worst. So
Okay,
Vivian
bring it on.
Bouton, what is your worst thing about drag?
Eyelashes. I hate putting on eyelashes.
Okay, so eyelashes more than putting away the penis.
Oh, I don't have one of those.
Okay, so let's leave it on a high note. What is your favorite thing about doing drag?
Hair. Because I just like have the best hair ever.
Yeah. You actually really do have very beautiful hair. You're a
Thank
natural
you.
stylist.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Natural stylist of
It is.
natural hair.
It's a lot of real hair.
Out of your
Yeah.
real head.
Yes.
Natural blonde.
Yes.
Natural blonde.
Yeah.
A toe head. That's a child with white hair, white blonde hair.
Okay.
Are you a towhead?
Yep.
Dutch term.
Now, Sally, you're the newest of the
only just 3 months.
3 months?
Yeah.
Wow.
Fresh out of that pussy hole. So Sally on the radio.
This is adult. This is adult.
I find like all the newbies like fresh out, like their dislikes and likes are really different from everyone else. So I'm curious.
My
favorite
thing about it is performing.
Okay.
And I love just creating a performance and everything about that and that goes into it, like the choreography, making a good mix and picking out the outfit. I love all of that. Worst part is nails. Not even like putting them on, but like if I had natural ones like Vivian.
Exactly.
Yes, these are natural. Just some ASMR.
Just keeping them on.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I've started wearing gloves, so I don't even have to shave my very feminine arms.
Salem, what is your favorite part about drag?
Oh my gosh. I just love the whole aesthetic of it and like what I'm able to create, like the art behind putting all this together. And I love performing. I love singing. I've been just having everyone look at me and give me compliments. That's so nice.
Beautiful.
You do.
Thank you very much. Now tip me.
What is your worst part about drag?
Fucking bra straps. They are the devil. Whenever like massage, like I'll wear heels and no bra and be okay. Bras are awful.
Yeah.
They are so like misogynistic and stupid.
Yeah.
My back hurts. They cut into me. They're always like sliding down my shoulders. If I, like maybe I just need a proper fit. So I should go to Licenza or something.
Victoria's Secret. That's what
She doesn't have any
they're
secrets.
kind of sketchy right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yes.
But Licenza's owned by Victoria's Secret.
Yeah. It is.
Wow.
Yeah.
On the cheap. So that's my
Best and worst?
Best and worst. What's yours, Chrissy?
Okay, well, I wanted to say nails as well because even with crazy glue, I cannot keep on a nail.
She cannot keep a nail on to save her life.
So I wanted to say nails are my worst because I just hate wearing nails. They never work. And drag is hard. You're doing up corsets, you're putting on pantyhose, you're packing a suitcase with outfits and wigs.
You're packing your dick in your ass.
And so my worst would be definitely nails, but I think also corsets. And I feel like I need to corset, otherwise my body doesn't look feminine, I find. So I want to always do that illusion.
Yeah.
And what's your favorite, Chrissy?
My favorite thing is all the men who hit on me when I go to Soundgarden.
Soundgarden specifically.
Take her home, honey, and like ask me first before you ask her.
I really like going into settings like putting ourselves out on Facebook today to help normalize and spread awareness and just acceptance to gay and queer culture and drag. So, I mean, I was always amazed by drag queens. I always thought they looked like hookers, and I love that. So, I never waste a drag look. I make sure to go out in public, if it's just even to Walmart or Average Joe's. But after this, we'll go for dinner. So, I really like. Oh, yes.
Sure.
Go to Walmart and drag. It's so fun. So, basically, I just really like to push boundaries. So, in a good, friendly way.
No way. I can't imagine.
Very strange.
But I always do it in like a smiley way.
Yeah.
It's like, radio show, yes, gay agenda pushed.
I'm just tired of going to those gay agenda meetings. It's like at the most inconvenient time.
It's always after the Illuminati brunch we have.
Shout out to Ellen. So, Carissa, your best and worst of performing.
Well, I'll start with the worst. So, for me, the money that you spend
that's a
on
good cost.
costuming is ridiculous.
Yes.
And like you said earlier about costume repeating, I don't like to do that if I can help it.
It's a lot of lingerie.
That's quite difficult. Yeah. I mean, I have like a great collection of lingerie, so FYI. But yeah, it is expensive, and I think a lot of people don't realize with drag as well how much money you actually have to put in. And when you do a lot of shows where you're not making a lot, that's not always the easiest. But as far as my favorite, I honestly love like the whole performance aspect and just feeding off of the audience. seeing people's reactions and talking to people after shows, I feel like a lot of people find it very inspiring. And I think that seeing people on stage who can represent a part of who you are, I think is really important to have that representation out there so that people feel okay about themselves. So I think that's a big part for me, being a plus size burlesque artist, is a lot of women who don't feel great about their bodies are like, wow, like I can have that confidence, I can go out there and do that too. So
Be that sexy minx you are.
Yeah.
You actually never know how you can inspire someone by doing this. And I don't find that there's a lot of negative feedback, and I don't listen to it anyway.
Yeah.
I'm actually always shocked at the people that like just come out in public and say like, oh, your drag inspires me so much, or like I seen you perform here, or blah blah blah, you're so beautiful, or like follow you on Instagram, and they just want to like give you some sort of affirmation, and like that's really cool.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it.
Our drag community in Lethbridge is huge. It's just massive.
is.
I'm constantly like one-upping, and everyone is like supporting each other and like
Yeah.
getting better and better, which is
Yes.
so cool.
But also, you don't have to have too much pressure on yourself, because you're allowed to have a bad performance,
Oh,
and it's usually only bad in your eyes. So it's like,
But it's fun. It's fun to do that too.
I never have a bad performance.
Well, I disagree. I'm kidding. You don't.
You know, one time I was performing at the casino, and someone was just like so inspired. They were amazed, and not even in the queer community, but it was so inspiring to her that she actually went into a bodybuilding competition, because she said, if Levi can get up there and wear a dress and perform as Chrissy, then I'm going to take that challenge and get in a bikini on stage. So Susan Moore Mink, that was such a huge compliment, and you looked amazing in that show. I was able to inspire you.
Yes, God.
That was like one of my favorite things.
I want to talk about really quickly what Carissa said about it being expensive to like get in a drag. We have something really cool here that Deani Hudson puts on a couple times a year, and she does this drag clothing exchange. And it's not like just for drag queens, but like we definitely utilize it because we're hungry bitches.
Yes.
But basically, like everyone just like donates ahead of time whatever clothes they're not going to want to repeat anymore, and she puts them all in these like clothing racks. At Club Didi right now, but it's getting big, so I don't even know if she's gonna have to like get a bigger venue. But basically, you go in and you can just shop till you drop. Everything's free, and there's so much that like they have to pack clothes away and donate them afterwards, because there's such a great response and so much participation too. But I have like maybe a few of Vivienne Vuitton's outfits. They're a little baggy on me, but so that's a really cool thing, and I would love to see more cities doing stuff like that, because it's taken off.
Smart
And it's so supportive too, right? And it's good. It's a good way to give back to the community from everybody's aspect.
But
And
you
it's
also,
not
like, never
just-
know what you're gonna find.
Yeah, exactly.
So, oh really? So like anyone come to shop with that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
If you want Chrissy's hand-me-downs, come on over.
But
Well,
there's
Ashley will
people
do
there who maybe are buying like feminine clothing for the first time, or they don't feel safe in like a retail store. So that's a really great option for.
It's also all free
individuals
too.
Yeah.
There's no money
And like
involved.
come for free.
So
Yeah.
speaking of no money, we drag queens make no money, but we do it for the fans and the fame. So we are just about to end our show. So I want everyone to be able to promote their social media, because that's important to us.
Yes,
So Vivian, where can we find you and follow you?
Instagram is the best place to find me.
And what is it?
Vivian.Vuitton.
So spell it out, because some of us are
I know,
illiterate.
it's a really hard name to spell out.
Can you spell it out?
Yes. So,
Okay, go
A, B, C, E.
We got 2 minutes, bitch.
VIVIENNE dot VUITTON. Oh my
B
god.
is in Victor.
Yes.
How about, okay, and so do you have your own Instagram?
Yeah, I
yet?
do.
Okay.
I follow you. Sally Adams LA, SALLYADAMSLA.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you can find Salem on Instagram and on Facebook. Facebook is just Salem, SALEM. So good I had to say it twice.
I was going to say so nice to say it twice.
Yes. And Chrissy and I actually share an Instagram, so that's at Chrissy_and_Salem, and that's Chrissy with no H, CRISSY AND_SALEM.
And you, Carissa?
Yeah, I have
like.
an Instagram, and it is _Carissa Jane _. So that is _CARISAJAYNE. And underscore again. And then I also do have a Facebook page, which is Carissa Jane Burlesque.
Oh, fantastic.
And you can follow Dreamhouse too.
Correct.
On Facebook for all of our events and the viewing parties and all the details. That's just Dream HAUSYQL.
I think we
and
should
Instagram as well.
I think on the comments of this video tonight, we will put all of our handles on there. How's that sound?
Yeah,
So I'm going to take a moment after and do that.
And then just a click.
And just a click.
Just a click away.
Okay, so a little bit of housekeeping. Thank you so much for being on the show tonight.
Thank you, with Chris and Salem.
Yes.
And so, one more thing, you can follow Jess FM page on Facebook so you can find out all about our shows. There's so many shows here for everybody, and we just love Jessie for giving us a space, and it's a diverse and community-oriented space here in Lethbridge, so thank you, Jessie.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Do you mind if we bring out our next guest, not guest, but
The next host of the next show.
Yeah.
Jordan?
I do mind.
Join our show for a moment?
Sure, I can.
Get in here.
Hello. This is Jordan. The show's coming out. Yes, yeah.
There we go.
So Jordan's show is up next, so stay watching Jess FM for your new show. What is it called?
It's called Ain't That Just the Way?
What is your, tell us about your show. What is your topic? Topics.
Topics, life, love, sex, lots of sex.
Oh.
And then, just like things that make you say, ain't that just the way?
Just awesome.
Ain't it just? Yeah. So just kind of a general, broad
There you go.
show, yeah.
Well,
Stay tuned on Jess FM for Ain't That Just the Way with Jordan Payne.
And Austin Hillerowicz.
Co-host.
Another Austin, yes.
Love Austin.
The original. I know who that other imposter is.
So thank you all for tuning in to You Asked For Tonight. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Pleasant
guys.
dreams.
Oh, Elvira.
Are we off?
And they're off.